Hi Joel, hi Ethan. Last Sunday we played Blood on the Clocktower, which for those of you that don't know is a social deduction game, kind of like Mafia. Some people are evil, some people are good, and the good people try to work together to vote out the bad people. We played two games. The first game I was good, and the second game I was evil, and I only lied one time during both of those games. This video is explaining when and why I lied. So you might be thinking that I lied when I was evil, as that would make the most sense. However, when I was an evil player, I did not lie one time. I told the truth every single time that I talked. There were a few times that I maybe withheld some information. However, when I was good, or actually before I even found out I was good in the first game, I lied. The one thing that I lied about was actually math. This is not a video about Blood on the Clocktower. This is a video about how you can use probability to lie for your advantage. In this case, I was sitting in the middle of this circle. We were passing out rules, and I convinced the group that the last person was more likely to be evil. The reason for this will now be demonstrated on Desmos. So in our game of Blood on the Clocktower, 70% of the players, or 7 of the 10 players, were good. And I'll call this percentage PG. At the same time, the percentage of evil players then is 30%. So 3 of the 10 tiles are evil. So for the first player, this makes a pretty simple probability. The first player has a 70% chance of being good, which is pretty simple to see. For the second player, however, it's a bit more complicated. Let's first assume that the first player decided to choose a good tile, because obviously they get that choice. This happens 70% of the time, and now there are only 6 good tiles left, while still having 3 evil tiles. So in total, we have 6 divided by 9, which is around 2/3, or 0.66. Now we can move on to the other scenario, where the first player chose an evil tile. So if this happens, that's a 30% chance, so 0.3, and now there's only 2 evil tiles left while still having 7 good tiles. So there's a 7/9 chance that the second player now chooses a good tile. So 7/9 is 0.77 as a decimal. I'm sorry if this doesn't make that much sense. I'm kind of rushing this video. But you can see that this probability is 69.3%, but the first player had a 70% chance probability of being good. So the second player is actually less likely to be good. Now that we've gotten that demonstration down, can we guess where I lied? That's right. You can see that I actually rounded 2/3 as well as 7/9 in our calculations, and that caused that little round to decrease the chances of being good each time that someone drew. But in reality, as you can see, when we change our numbers to not be rounded, they end up being the same chance. And obviously this makes sense. Like, why would the order matter? Like, I can't believe you guys believed me. And it actually ended up being true. Hale was very last in the circle, and he was bad. So I stand by what I said. If you like the video, blame my brothers. And if you don't like math, then also blame my brothers. I think I messed that one up.
If you like the video, hit the like, and if not, you can blame my brothers. Blame my brothers.